zigzag through here. Now we're going to need to leave access to our water, our polluted water that's going to be coming in from down here somewhere. Maybe bridge it over here or something. Yeah, I think we'll bridge it here. And we'll just run up here. We'll try and keep it hidden as much as we can. That can go in there. Beautiful. Our polluted water supply I can do from the outside, I think. So we'll do something like... Why is this stopping? What's going on? Oh, is it because we're building pipe? Oh yeah, that'll be why. Fine. Yeah, our polluted water will come over here. Yeah, we'll just literally branch like this. Because I want to leave some bars in the room to run our oil pipe in, and that'll be nice. That'll do nicely. In fact, we'll get rid of all this bottom oil piping for now. I don't think it will need to top up any more oil just yet. I'll leave this here in case we do, but we should be okay. So, do that. So they can crack on building this. We are going to need a full circuit down here. There's a lot of gases going on, isn't there? Where should I run a circuit? I do have this heavy watt wire that's running out here already, so I could just slap down another transformer here like we did with this one. Which wouldn't be a big deal. What to do? It's getting a little bit warm out here. I could always just whack a wheeze wart down and that'd sort of deal with my cool all these off. Have I got any wheeze warts at the minute? I've not. I think we'll be alright. So what we'll do as well, we'll do our usual of trying to get the gas out of the room. Try and make it vacuum beforehand so we don't need any filters or anything. Yeah, we'll just use a bit of iron to do all this. We'll run our iron up the wall and just connect all these up. This should be nice. Beautiful. So, yeah, I think I'll put another transformer down here. That's probably the easiest thing to do right now. So we'll run this wire up here, and I'll figure this up a bit out in a minute. And if we increase the priority on all this to like a 4, we want all these floors to be a 5. We should get it done pretty quickly. Get this done as well. Beautiful. Did they get my plates built down here? No. Why not? at this oxygen supply down here now. This should have been brought down a long time ago. And we'll deconstruct this and disable this. This is probably a vacuum in it at the minute. Yeah, it's a vacuum in here currently, so without the algae, so I may as well just figure out how to get some oxygen down here. That'll be fine. And we do have this little room here which doesn't have much in it, but it is getting the odd packet, I think. Although all my pipes are juddering at the minute, which is not ideal. Okay. We can rip all this out in a bit. I'm just leaving it for now in case I do find the use for it. This is not ideal. Might put some bridges on here and give it a bit of a buffer. Once the pipe backs up, this will be fine, but it's a bit clunky for now. As soon as we get these built, we should hopefully start cooling this off a little bit. It's already down to 75 degrees just from building this upper one in there. So we'll cool this off a little bit. Then we can trap our slicksters. And meanwhile, we'll try and get all this done. Beautiful. Now then, we're also going to need some cooling pipes going through the room. So, if we imagine this is going to come down here, it could go into our room. You bastard. Stop that. Into our room, out there, into there. Can you... Hold on one second. Can you zoom in on your oil cooling room? I'm curious how you did that without using the exploit. Yeah, I will show you, buddy. Just give me a second. Okay, you're going to go through here. Nice. And then this will become a Abyssite pipe. And carry on to there. That should work. This is a little bit overkill, but it should be fine. So, let me see here. This can actually be granite, it doesn't need to be Abyssite. So we'll go boop, and then you're up there. Boop. Boop. I think that should be right. And then you will come down to here. And then we can just bypass this in a minute when we're ready. Beautiful. Also, why don't you use an automated liquid valve as a thermostat to shut the cooling loop? What are you talking about? Sorry, never before. Are you talking about the oil in here? Why don't you use an automated liquid valve? I do have a liquid. I have a liquid shut-off in here. That controls the flow of oil into the room. That's all I need. Everything else is temperature regulated on the aqua tuner. I don't know. Seems to work okay. What do you mean? Why don't you use an automated liquid valve as a thermostat to shut the cooling loop? I don't use it to shut the loop because I don't need to. My aqua tuner will toggle off automatically based on temperature. So my aqua tuner is only getting toggled on if this switch and this switch are active. Now this is always going to be sat in oil unless the oil is bypassing it. So this is pretty sensitive. It's always getting oil passed over it. So as long as this switch and this switch are active, my aqua tuner can run. If not, it'll stay off. And when it's off, the oil instantly bypasses it. So I don't really need a valve. The only thing I use a liquid shut-off for is controlling the oil coming through this vent into the room. I'm just waiting for this to maybe toggle on. I don't think it's going to anytime soon because it's pretty cold. 0.7, which is fucking perfect. Oh, beautiful. But we can have a look at the automation. See, our oil temperature is at what are we at? 27 degrees. So yeah, our current temperature on the switch is, it's active if below 50 degrees. That's to stop the aqua tuner from overheating. So as you can see, it did a little pulse then, and then stopped again instantly because of this switch. So yeah. I'm referring to the heat output for each room. You're adding a second room to your cooling loop. So how do you limit the temperature in each room? Since the first synth will generate far more heat. It will do, yeah. And then I will test if this is up to the job. Despite paying, good evening, how are you? Yeah, it will add more heat to the room. However, I'm hoping that this will be man enough. If it's not, I'll have to take a stance on it from there. Maybe crank this up a little bit. Sindane, good evening, buddy. How are you? I'm hoping this will be enough, never before. I've got to keep the faith, alright? Because I'm winging a lot of this by the seat of my pants. And to be fair, considering I've fucking winged a lot of this base, we're doing alright. We've got a big old base. It's reasonably symmetrical. We've done some cool builds. Give me a break, come on. What's the current plan for this live stream? At the moment, I'm working on getting some fertilizer in production. So this is a fertilizer synth build I'm doing. Idea for that being that we can feed our sleetwheat and get some sleetwheat growing, which is kind of important. And then after that, I want to get the bristle blossoms up and running, and then we've basically nailed food. Then we should be alright for food. Other than that, there's a few odds and sods I want to tidy up around the base. I also want to get some tubes put in at some point, and I want to make sure we can get our slicksters caught as well at some point. So this is why I'm just cooling off our oil down here a little bit, or trying to anyway. As soon as we get this to like 74 degrees, I'll put some mesh tiles down and trap our slicksters, put them somewhere safe. So yeah, there's quite a few little odds and sods that I want to do, to be honest. It's just a case of getting the yeah, just be active. Be inactive. There we go. Reasonably symmetrical. That deserves a facepalm. Well, it was symmetrical up until I built up the geyser, and then I built this cooling room. This cooling room would have been the same as that one, but this one needed an overflow. So this is our build-up of pure water in here for our bristle blossoms. I couldn't avoid that, it had to be done. This didn't need one. I can only do what I can do. This is not debug. No. No, we only debug for testing things. Despite this is a full playthrough from beginning to end. It's all on YouTube if you want to watch it all. I keep everything live. I leave all my raw VODs on YouTube so nobody can say shit. No, it's all done live, buddy. I've been accused of like using debug, or I've had people come to the stream and go, "There's no way you can build this without debug," and there's people sat in the stream that have watched me from like cycle 1. Do you know what I mean? So no, we try not to do that shit. Oh, you watch YouTube videos more? Ah, okay. Well, I'd been slacking on the YouTube stuff, to be honest. I was a bit salty and a bit busy this week with playing lots of eco. So fuck my life. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, buddy. Just so you know, by the way, I've added some more bit emotes. Bit gifs. Bit gifs we'll go with. If you click on my channel and look at my profile, there's some numbers on there that you can toggle with bits. I've added a few other ones for you all. But thank you, Cindy. That's very kind. But I've only used this debug when he gets stuck. Fuck you, XP. I show you me getting stuck. I fight through it. Often with a lot of salt and whining, but I fight through it nonetheless. We already say shit about you, just talking about different shit. Screw you, Torella. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I've been a bit lazy with YouTube lately. But today I uploaded all the past VODs and the raw VODs, so everything on YouTube should be up to date now, buddy. So it takes us up to current. Right, so we are connected to our polluted water line down here. I could really toggle that on whenever I want, really. We'll get all this piping and stuff finished. Make sure this is all a high priority now, or higher priority. Which should be fine. I also need to get my conveyor lines in, don't I? So, let's get this stuff in. I'm pissed off that I built it this way like a knobhead. That's my receptacle, that's my loader, isn't it? You need to go this way.
A magnanimous dispensation.
XP! Ha! Did you like that, baby? Yeah, so I recorded a few GIFs myself, as you probably just saw. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, XP. Much appreciated, buddy. Ah, shit. I hope you enjoyed that, because holy shit, was that painful to do. I don't like watching myself. So yeah. Note how GL can't handle more than 16 dupes and calls himself an Oni player. Never before. I've done 100 dupe colonies, buddy. This is not true. Thank you very much, XP. Genuinely. I hope you enjoyed that, bud. I'm trying to do some more. Give me ideas on what you would like me to do, and I will gladly do them. If you're above that. Cool. Right. So. Haven't in this update. I haven't for a while, to be honest, just because you don't need to. If you need any more than 16 dupes, you're doing something wrong. I'd say if you need any more than 12 dupes, you're doing something wrong. With the specializations now, I don't see any need to go any further. We have a bit emote of you eating the chocolate flavoured shite. Oh, Jesus, XP. You love that, don't you? 100 dupe colonies, you mean killing hundreds at a time? Well, no, I was referring to the accept every dupe colony. Yeah, it was different back then because food was easier, I suppose. I just don't bother. I don't think there's a need to go anymore, but I suppose we could do it as a challenge again. We did start an accept every dupe challenge, but then the last update that came out would have completely fucked that save up. Like, I wonder how that base would have coped. Not very well, I don't think. We were living on meal lice. I don't see a lot of people building big colonies now, to be honest, like going with high dupe numbers. I just don't think it's the smart way to play. Right, let us figure out what we're going to do about this power up here. I think what I'll do is knock off this wire. And we'll put another smart battery in, but we'll do it on this side. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's knock all this out for a second. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, so what we'll basically do is we'll have a wire here, and we'll have a smart battery right on the end with a transformer there, and then we'll slap another one here and another smart battery. You can't rotate these, that's a little bit annoying. Another smart battery there. We will bring this power down here to you. Oh wait, this was insulated wire, wasn't it? Conductive wire or whatever it's called. Bastard. So we'll run this down, and then we'll run this down. Get rid of all this crap. We'll get rid of this crap. You can come to there. We'll do something like this. And I'm going to do this as a 6 just so we get it done now. That'll be good. So we'll get this room vacuumed out, and then we'll connect the water and the oil and stuff, and that'll be fine. Whilst this is waiting, what would happen if I destroy one of these oil pipes? Where would it go? To here. No, it'd go in my water. Bastard. That's not ideal. Let's do this for now. Let's see if we can't bypass this pipe. If we can do that, we're on to a winner. Boop. In fact, we don't need to do this at all. We'll get rid of you. And you. And build you. Nice. Excellent. And we'll get rid of you. We may need to top this up with a little bit more oil. We may need to. Okay, let's do a little sweep in here. Get all this crap tidied out. And then we can look at getting it sealed up. I have not been reading chat at all, I do apologise. I've been keeping my bases around 24 tubes just to speed up building, but my toaster computer hates me for it. Yeah, 24 used to be my standard. That's what I always used to run back in the day. And then I went to 18 and then 16. Shit, I didn't do my